I'm your host, Jason Tartick, and welcome to Trading Secrets. We talk all things money on this podcast, and we're teaching all the stuff we just weren't taught in the classroom. Nothing supports this show more than liking, commenting, and of course, subscribing. Juliana Pasquarosa, welcome to Trading Secrets. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
How are you? It has been, of everyone that we're having on today, it has been an absolute whirlwind for you. A quick sprint into the mayhem of everything. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Everybody's been so awesome here. It's been so fun. Like, life has just taken on a ride of its own, and I'm just buckled in.
You're buckled in. You are
I'm ready
buckled
to go.
in. And not only are you buckled in, but the one and only Rachel Kirkconnell's buckled in. She's behind us there. We love it. Another cameo. All right. So talk to me about life before you went on The Bachelor. What did it look like for you, career-wise and just all things?
It was actually funny. I had just left my job of 5 years when I got the initial call for The Bachelor.
What was that job?
It was for a broker-dealer.
Okay.
So still in the finance world.
Yep.
And I accepted my new job with a wealth management financial planning firm. And I'm still with them, but it's been, I don't know, I think I do a lot of the same things I did before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of like managing new things like this trip and
Sure.
meeting all these new people and trying to kind of just like make time for that as well.
Before we get into that, tell me a little bit about what you do in wealth management.
I work with the financial advisor
Okay.
who, of course, he does asset management in a sense and wealth management, but he also has like a network of individuals where he looks at like your whole financial picture and kind of like incorporates everything.
Yeah.
So, we work with some really cool people who are really invested in like their future and just like want to know more about like their financial life and how things kind of correlate.
Sure.
And so I'm kind of like, I'm the point of contact for a lot of them.
Yeah.
They'll call me to get to him, and I'm like in charge of his calendar and his life a little bit, which is cool, and he's awesome, and Winthrop Wealth is amazing. So
Yeah. How do you have a job like that and then go on a reality show? Like, how did you ask them off?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I kind of sprung it on them a little bit.
Okay.
And I was just like, listen, like my sister signed me up. I just got the call. They want me to go. And it was a conversation for a little bit. At first it was, if you go, like this job's not going to be here for you.
Sure.
And then they took some time and then they came back and they were like, okay, we'll give you like X amount of weeks. And if you're not back by then, we're going to fill your role. And then it was like, just go, we'll support you, we'll hold your position, blah, blah, blah. And they were so awesome that they even like helped throw a party for the first episode at my favorite restaurant with all my friends and family. And
wow.
Yeah.
All right. So they were supportive. They said go.
Yeah.
Did you have any reservations on going on the show?
Totally. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I mean, I am like a private person,
Yeah.
which has been so hard for me to kind of like join this new space because I like my people, I like my life, but
Yeah.
now I'm kind of opening up doors and possibilities, so I'm trying to navigate that. But I also was single for so long, and I don't know if I want to date somebody that's in the public eye. Mind you, get engaged in front of everybody if that happens. And it happened, and I said yes, and it's so crazy. I mean, it's all such a weird situation, I think.
I mean, just like the show, it's wild. The whole process is wild.
Yeah.
It's a learning lesson. It puts your life in a different trajectory, changes things
Yeah.
a lot for you. When you were on the show, what was the most surprising? Like, what was the most unexpected things that happened or that you were surprised by?
I think the biggest surprise for me was, you think you put a group of 25 girls in a room. I thought there was going to be a lot more drama than there was. I think we all got along really well, and I actually left being like, wow, I have like a bunch of new friends, which I did not think was going to be the case.
Yeah, and I think that's like one of the best parts about it is like the
Yeah.
camaraderie with everyone.
Yeah.
Did you know who The Bachelor was going to be before you went on or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys knew.
Yeah, I watched Jen's season to like judge them all, and then Grant was like #1 on my list, and then they announced him, and me and my sister were like, what is happening? That's my man.
There is no way, and it happens. Did you at all think, I feel like in the beginning it's like all fun and games, and then like as it starts getting down to like the final four, I felt like it gets serious quick, and those like friendships like kind of dissipate a little bit. Did you feel that?
It's so funny because I felt like I was getting some serious feelings,
Yeah.
but I was also trying to protect myself and remember that like there are other people there.
Sure.
And
yeah.
I also wanted to make sure everybody like felt comfortable because it's such an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
So surprisingly, like me and Zoe, I thought, at least from my perspective, got kind of closer towards the end, even though you don't see each other. It's like at the rose ceremonies and stuff, we were hugging, you know, you say bye when they leave. And
Sure.
it was definitely weird. Lizzie and I think, had a good like relationship,
Yeah.
even just like filming and throughout the whole thing, I
Yeah.
felt like, and we actually weirdly got kind of closer towards the end of it. But yeah, I mean, it's just so uncomfortable, and especially leaving when you're in my position and you're engaged, you're so focused on like fostering that relationship
Sure.
that you kind of like don't pay as much attention to your relationships with the other people.
Right. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and so like now I'm in this weird position where it's like I'm not with Grant, and like not that I'm trying to have like new relationships with the girls, but I'm trying to just like, you know, be a little bit more present in them.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. I think one of the hardest things too is you finish filming, you get engaged, and then there's that period of time that you got to be like undercover in a relationship
Yeah.
while going back to work, while
Yeah.
like living your life. But then you got to like watch it all back. And I can't imagine watching it back, being engaged to someone, like watching them date other people. Was that hard on you?
There were times like in conversations that I watched when
Yeah.
like he would say certain things.
Yeah.
I would get more upset with him because I'm like, you know, do you understand the weight of what you just said to that person?
Sure,
You
sure,
know?
yeah.
More as an accountability than being flustered, because I knew that he was going to be doing that
Yeah,
when I was
of
filming.
course. It's part of-
You know, I can't be upset with something that I agreed to do,
Yeah,
you know,
for
so I
sure.
reminded myself of that a lot.
We'll get into some of the stuff after the filming with just like life and career.
Yeah.
Before filming, was there any other reality TV show that you had interest in or considered going on?
No.
No, this is the first.
Yes.
Okay, so you put the application. How long after the application did they reach back out to you?
So my sister actually submitted an application for me. She didn't tell me. So
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I just got a call and they asked me if I would consider it. My
Okay.
sister submitted an application and I was like, I don't know, I think so. And I
Yeah.
texted Dominique and I was like, did you sign me up for the Bachelor? And she called me freaking out. She's like, you gotta do it. This is crazy, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what the heck?
Unbelievable. I love it. All right, so then fast forward, you get engaged, you get off the show. Do
Yeah.
you go back to work right away?
I gave myself a week.
Okay.
I gave myself a week to even just like get reaccustomed to like leaving my house and going outside and
Yeah.
like being in the public and like driving my car and just, I don't know, I was like so nervous to see people because they had already announced that I was like on the show while I
Yeah.
was away.
Yeah.
And I grew up in Newton and I live in Newton, so I'm like, everybody knows me. So it was like those conversations, I just needed a minute to be ready for them because I
Yeah.
was still trying to figure out what the heck happened in my own head.
Sure. You're like,
So like,
that
how do I
happened quick.
verbalize that?
Yeah. You're just like, what?
Yeah. And then I
Whoa.
went back to work, I think like a week and a half later.
Okay. Did you think at all, so you go back to work and
Yeah.
then all this, you know, the show pops off, your social pops up, all
Yeah.
these things. What did you think about the career aspect of this? Like, what was your take on it? Is it an area that you want to continue to explore? Just what was your overall sentiment on like social media can be a whole different profession?
Yeah. I mean, it is crazy. It's like it happens overnight. People are all of a sudden interested in like what you eat, what you do for your workouts, like where
Yeah.
you shop and all that stuff. And, you know, it's a learning curve for me for sure. I do really love what I do and I love like the people that I work with in the company. So I don't ever really necessarily think that I'll stop doing that. I think
Okay.
it's just a matter of trying to figure out how to like add in like new opportunities and things like this that
Yeah.
like align with what I like, how I want to live my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna ever say never because I'm in my yes era. So like, if things come my way, I'm just gonna like say yes and do it. But there's just right now, I feel like my 9 to 5 feels like security. It's like the one secure thing I have.
It's like there's a lot of chaos, a lot of mayhem, but you got the 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Do you, like, if you look at like the earnings of social media, if you annualize it, are you making more off social media or in your career?
Oh, they're pretty close, but definitely social media, I
So
think,
making
is like
more
the
of that.
trajectory.
Yeah, interesting. And so
Yeah.
even when you think about that, you're still like, no, I want the 9 to 5, no matter how fast it grows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
feel
Yeah.
like I don't know, I like going into my office, kind of like putting my phone down. I
Yeah.
think, there's so much positive that comes out of social media, but there's also just so much negativity if you put too much weight in it. And I don't ever want to get lost in that. So I weigh it out,
Exactly. I mean, there's always noise. There's good, there's bad, there's people that chirp. Like, what has been the hardest thing? And like, so now this is a career for you.
Yeah.
And now you go online, and especially now, post breakup, there's there's just a lot more noise.
Yeah.
How have you handled it all on the mental aspect?
Yeah.
And then just even like the fact that like this platform is also a professional aspect. So like, how do you manage the mental side and the professional side of it?
I am still working on that.
Yeah.
I think emotionally, I prepared myself at least before I even went to film on like all the possibilities of, people are going to love you, hate you no matter what, and they're going to have opinions on everything. So I was prepared for that, and I really like have such a good support system of my family and friends that those are the opinions I've just like paid attention to, and they've been so honest with me about like, oh yeah, like, maybe that wasn't the best thing to say when I'm watching things back and I'm hard on myself. So I appreciate the honesty because it allows me to like kind of tone down the negativity in my own head.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the outside noise got real loud after the breakup.
It got loud.
Oh my
But you know
God.
what I think like is someone who's like in this space, business-wise, personal side too, it's like you didn't step away. I feel like you stepped in. I feel like you like if there's like someone chirping your controversy, like you'll say you're in there. You'll mix it up. Don't mess with Juliana. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so because, I think you just have to hold accountability to certain things.
Yeah.
Like there are certain things I read and I'm like, all right, whatever, but some things I'm like, oh, absolutely, you will not be saying that to me, or about me.
Yeah.
So there's a line that I draw, and I'll step on anybody that tries to cross it.
You'll jump in the mix. You will throw the hands up. You will throw down.
Yeah. And what's funny about that too is people are like, oh, that doesn't go with like your nice girl, like aesthetic, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, there is a clear difference between being nice and also having boundaries and respect for yourself. And like, I think I do both, and you don't have to pick one side. You can be nice and kind and generous and loving, but you can also stand your ground and have self-worth and, shut the haters down when you need to.
Yeah, get in the mix, do your thing, and vocalize what you're feeling and how you're feeling, right?
Yeah, I'm Italian. Come on.
You're Italian. You're popping in there. You've had breakups in your life, but then you have a public breakup. What has been probably the hardest thing or most eye-opening thing about the idea of like actually breaking up in public? Because now also you're still in the 9 to 5, right? So you got like your boss sees this, the people you work with see it, the people that are clients see it, and then you also deal with like this Bachelor Nation world, and then just people that are fans of yours. Like how is that?
And my family and friends.
Your family
too,
and friends. Like what was the most probably eye-opening thing about it?
It's so odd because I think I was having so much angst about the breakup being announced because I felt oddly like embarrassed on the sense that on my family's end, like, we take marriage very seriously.
Yeah.
And I just, before even filming, I had this goal, like, I just want to make my family proud of like who I am when they watch it back. And so that was like really hard for me. And of course they didn't judge me and they didn't find, it embarrassing, but that was what I struggled with the most. I really didn't care what anybody else thought. I was just like, I really hope my family's not upset with me.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Looking back at like the whole public thing, is there anything you would have done differently knowing what you know now as far as just like how the whole public communication and online stuff goes? Or no?
Like with the breakup?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight's the best sight. I think we did it good and did a good job in terms of like just putting it on our story and like kind of just like separating at that point between Grant and I. But, I think people wanted an explanation.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think that we owe anybody anything, but they did dedicate time to like watch it and fall in love with like us and our love story and all of that. I think it would have been nice to provide some clarity, but I also think that would have been a really hard conversation for Grant and I to have on how do we verbalize it.
How do you verbalize it?
Yeah.
Was it mutual or no? Or can you not share that?
It was, I think we, after the initial conversation. We had a lot of conversations that it made sense for the both of us.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, it made sense for the both of you.
Yeah.
Last thing I got on that, are you guys in an amicable place? Where are you and him on that level?
I want to see him succeed, and I will always support him.
Yeah.
I think he's a really great, genuine guy.
Yeah.
And, I can tell he's supporting me from afar.
Yeah,
So.
I love it. Amicable, respectful,
Yeah.
and wishing him the best, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Now, when you think about what's best for you in this whole new light, you're already on reality TV, business-wise, career-wise, do you think maybe you would go back into reality TV?
I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying hard no to anything.
Yeah.
But it would take a lot of convincing, I think.
Okay.
And especially just with the breakup, like I've seen kind of the emotional toll it took on me.
Yeah.
I don't know that it would be worth it to potentially have to go through that again, but maybe if it's like non-dating related.
Okay.
Like I would go on Traders.
Okay, I was gonna say, what would you say like top 3 shows would be for you if you had to?
Traders.
Traders?
Yeah.
Would you think you'd be a good trader?
I would be a great
You
trader.
are? Wow.
Yeah.
How come?
I'm like sly.
Okay.
A little bit,
You
you
can
know?
wheel a
And I
little
think
bit.
I come off, people like underestimate me. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
she's goofy, she's funny, she's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
kind,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, you never know.
You never know. Okay, so traders, what else?
I don't know, to be honest, I don't really watch a lot of reality TV, but I would go on Bachelor in Paradise,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Like, I know that's dating, but I think
I'm so bad with timelines, but you were broken up before Paradise started, right?
before it aired.
Before it aired.
Yeah.
So they obviously didn't ask you then to go on.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But maybe next year, if they have Paradise, you'd maybe touch those beaches?
Yeah, I think
All
so.
right,
I
there you
think so.
go.
And I know it's dating, but I just feel like it's a total different setting, you
Yeah.
know?
What about like if you were presented or offered to do The Bachelorette? Is that something you'd consider?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. But like I said, I would have to really like weigh it out, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And
Weigh
they would
it
have
all
to
out.
get some really good men.
Okay, gotcha. All
Yeah.
right, there you go.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're saying they need to hit the reset button.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I don't want to interpret anything, but there you go. All right, so maybe The Bachelorette, when you think about this world of, so obviously you're in finance, you're still in finance.
Yeah.
So we talked about reality TV, but then there's this whole umbrella in this career of like entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where some people, you've seen people do a million things. You could have your own podcast, you could write your own book, you could be a host, you could get into acting, you could get into like TV anchoring. I mean, the list is endless. What under this like entertainment media umbrella from a career perspective, like has your eye?
You know, I don't know. I think my main focus right now, and I don't know if it's necessarily entertainment, is creating a brand around Nice Girls label. My
Yes,
sister and
yeah.
I, like, our goal is to have this become like a brand that resonates, where we're giving back to different foundations, we're participating in different things that like have a meaningful impact on just all different kinds of people.
Yeah.
I know that personally I would really love to get into some schools and talk to kids about like whether somebody in their family is going through addiction, and kind of just like, I don't want anybody to feel alone in that space.
Yeah.
One of my really close family friends actually runs some sober homes, and so
Wow.
I think I would love to like be a part of that and have Nice Girls be able to give back like monetarily to them, and
Yeah.
just like really bring some awareness to some things.
Tell people about your business that they don't know. If anyone doesn't know what Nice Girls label is, tell them about it.
It started as just this dream. My grandmother's phrase is, "It's nice to be nice," so that is kind of like our thing, and so the name of the label is Nice Girls Label. And right now we have 2 loungewear sets and T-shirts for men that say "nice guy" on them.
Yeah.
And basically, you know, we've just been kind of right now showing up at different events and trying to donate some of our proceeds to different foundations.
Cool.
And so, yeah, I think that is like, well, I think we're going to probably stick with just the loungewear sets for right now, so we can
Okay.
focus more on like the movement behind it.
Sure.
But yeah.
So where can people get it, and how much are they selling for?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a little bit on the pricier side, but that's
Okay.
because, you know, we took a long time to find like the right manufacturer. They're 100% cotton. They're really comfortable.
Cool.
But the the sweat tops, crew necks are 110,
Okay.
and the joggers are, I believe, $80.
Okay.
And you can get them on nicegirlslabel.com.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And where's the manufacturer? Is it in the U.S.?
California.
Okay, amazing. Gotcha. So you can go there, $110, $80, and like obviously this has a positive connotation, making impact too. So that is pretty cool. When you think about the finance side of things, did you fund it yourself? Did you guys get investors? Is it all owned by yourself?
Self-funded.
You and your sister self-funded, own the whole thing?
Yes.
Okay, and then where do you see 2-3 years from now, where do you want it to be?
We want it to be a household name.
Okay.
I think we really are going to try to push. We would love to be able to give back a lot to like our community.
Sure.
And that's like something my dad has like honed in on our whole life. He's like super involved in Newton community and giving back. And so I think, if we can make a difference in our community, that's one step closer to making a difference in the world. And
I love it.
Yeah.
Tell you what, maybe you could be a public speaker too.
I would love that.
Okay, I love it. What is something you do to feel secure with your finances and your money situation?
Checking up on myself once a week. I sit down and I look at everything. I make sure all my bills are paid, everything was deposited and correctly, and I just feel like if I visually see it, I feel good about it.
Okay. They say that 43% of couples, someone is cheating through finances. Have you ever had to deal with any type of security and relationships and money and stealing or anything like that?
No, but my first boyfriend was broke, so I like really funded that relationship. So I don't know. He was a moocher.
Oh, he was a moocher. All right, you got to watch out for those moochers. All right, so that is a whole different topic. Now we're hitting love and money. So I want your take on a few things.
Okay.
Now you're in the dating game, right?
Yeah.
So dating and money, there's all these new studies on the way boomers process it, X, millennials, and Gen Z. Everyone has a different perspective on their take on money, their relationship with money, what they're expecting from their dates, etc. So let's start with this. First date, what's your expectation on who pays?
I think it's proper for the man to pay, but
Okay,
if they wanted to split it, I mean, I'm not like opposed.
Yeah, okay. But that would give you like, that would be like red flag.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Pink flag.
Yeah.
Like, let's see what happens.
The guy, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Okay, what is your take on the idea of prenups?
Honestly, to each their own. I don't think that I would be necessarily offended if they had, a set amount of assets that they were trying to protect.
Sure.
I think you just got to protect yourself and your family and your legacy in that sense.
For sure.
Okay.
I
think it's smart.
At what stage in dating are you going to start talking about finances? Maybe ask them their credit score, understand earnings, debt, things like that. Like how long would it take for you to have those conversations, and when do you think it's appropriate?
I know relationships kind of go at different paces, but I think before you were really going to like move in with each other or thinking about buying a house, like those conversations should have already been had.
Okay.
So I don't know, I think once you get to the comfortability level with each other where you really just want to get to know if like it could be a lifelong engagement, if you will, like you should have those conversations. Maybe like after a couple months.
After a couple months.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you gonna bring it up first, or do you expect him to bring it up?
I have no problem bringing it up. So,
okay, there you go.
Yeah. If he doesn't bring it up, I'll bring it up.
Couple months, you're going to bring it up.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with that. Okay, question on dating. Are you on any dating apps right now?
My coworker just got me on Raya, but it's like not really fun.
I was going to say, how's the Raya game?
It's like nothing.
Why? Why is it not fun?
I don't know. It's showing me people from all over the world, and I'm like, I just kind of
so it's not location specific?
No.
That seems stupid.
I know. So I'm like matching with people from like Italy, and I'm like, great, I'll see you, next year, next September.
Hey, you never know. Like maybe someone's in Italy.
No.
All right. Yeah. There you go. We'll talk finances real quick here.
Yes.
You're going to buy my flight and my Italian dinner there. All right. So you're on the dating apps. There are like certain rumors out there that you might be dating, I think it's Gen Trans X. Is that? What, can you squash those rumors and like push to like, is that a thing?
I went to high school with Matt Rossi.
So you guys are just buddies?
Totally.
Oh, so it's not like that's an actual, just a complete fugazi.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know. We actually put up a video the other day just kind of like teasing that we were kissing.
Yeah.
But no, it's just fun.
But it's just fun, it's like whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, so Raya, you're just having fun, and you might meet with someone in Italy, and God knows what happens.
Yeah, I like to think I'm a referral bitch. Like
a referral bitch.
Yeah, like if
So
you
you're not
know
going on
somebody,
like a blind date.
I would go on a blind date.
But that's not being a referral bitch. Then.
Yeah, like if you knew somebody that you thought, like, and you know me, and you're like, oh, you know what? You would be great for Juliana.
This is the most finance thing you ever said. Because like in wealth management, it's all about referrals. Warm leads is what they call them. So you're like, I'll take a warm lead. I'm not taking a blind date.
Yes.
Okay. Fair. All right. But you would go on a blind date then?
I guess I would, yeah, because like,
See,
I mean, I would want to see
I don't
pictures.
think I would.
Really?
I wouldn't go on a blind, because it's like, it's just like the dating is so much time and so much energy, and it's like I don't know. I need to have the person like vetted, I feel like. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And by vetted I mean like I agree with you. Like if someone knows it and they can vouch for it and I trust their opinion, but just to go blind, it terrifies me.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's like the opposite end of that is like on the dating apps, you match with somebody and it's like you have all these conversations before you even meet them. And I'm like, that to me is a waste of time.
For sure.
I'd rather just get on a date with them and be like, I either like you or I don't like you.
Okay, there you go. You heard it there. We're talking love and money. Now let's go back to money.
Okay.
What's one thing that you overspend on, you know you overspend on it, and you're not going to change? What's that thing?
Coffee.
That's it, huh?
Coffee.
How much you spend on coffee?
I have like 2 coffees a day.
Okay.
And then sometimes a matcha.
And where are you going?
Sometimes Starbucks and Greystone. Greystone and South End.
Okay, so that's Boston. Like that's a Boston spot.
Yeah, shout out to their dirty
Shout out
matches.
to Greystone.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, there's that. What about when you think about like your earnings on social media? Do you have a goal that you're trying to earn annually? You think like this is the goal I'm trying to earn off social media, and what is that?
Yeah, I don't want to say a specific number, but I definitely have like a goal in mind that would make me consider leaving my 9 to 5.
And is it over 6 figures?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we can at least get that.
Yeah.
We got Tyler Cameron here in the back. Did you? This is Juliana.
How funny is this?
Yeah. How about Tyler Cameron? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We got stuff to talk about.
I'll tell you. I just found out she's on Raya, matching with guys in Italy. You know? Yeah.
It's like my whole Pokemon game. Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch.
I haven't met any of them though.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Were you on Raya?
Yeah, but I would just match with people, like
Yeah.
have a quick conversation, and then never speak
Do
to
anything.
them.
Wait,
about
come
it.
here,
You
come
have a
here, come here.
problem.
You've been on the Bachelor franchise. You've been on reality TV. She just got out of engagement. What is one piece of advice you could give her on the career aspect of this wild world? Because she's new to it and she wants to start killing it and keep killing it.
Keep going. Don't get discouraged. I think it's like you get thrown in such a crazy mess in the Bachelor world. Like the fan base is the best fan base ever, but they're also like very like heavily like they'll like scrutinize the shit out of you, right? You know, so it's like
They're fickle as fuck.
get thick skin, but
Fickle as
but they're
fuck.
the best. They're the best.
Yeah.
And like I am so grateful, but like you're gonna mess up. We're all human, you know. But keep going. Like keep putting yourself out there. Keep doing it. Learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
And then go and like go get it back on TV. Go do another show. Go like don't get discouraged from dating shows or reality TV. Keep going. There's a reason why people love you, so keep doing it.
All right, now you get one celeb question. You can ask her any finance, personal, or professional question.
Her?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, God.
'Cause I heard you have a finance background.
Oh, God.
What is your advice for somebody coming out of college to do with their money, or a young professional? How should they be taking care of their money?
I think saving as much as you can.
But I feel like when you save, you just it sits there, and when it just sits there, you spend it.
Well,
So,
you gotta have some
So-
self boundaries.
Yeah, but none of us are good at that. Let's be honest, okay?
Well, then you
when
can
I
invest
get a
it.
paycheck coming in, I'm like, I'm rich. I'm going shopping. But like, what about investing? Like, what's a smart
Yeah.
way for them to invest, or how do? I think it's like it's scary. Like I don't even know how to make an account. I just call my advisor, but I'm always like, I want to try and invest myself, but I don't even know how to start.
I mean, I think if you have resources available to kind of like figure that out, I think making phone calls and educating yourself, I think a financial advisor makes sense for everybody, no matter what you have, you know, monetarily, I think.
Because you can get one at any level.
Yeah, there's levels for
Like your
all different
bankers will
kinds.
take you in and help you out.
Totally, yeah. I mean,
And
you
it's
could
pretty
invest
much
in
so
CDs,
automated.
like, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty much so automated too now.
Yeah.
My second question for you: what's the greatest
Okay.
investment you ever made?
My greatest investment in myself every day.
Love it.
Wow.
I saw Alandria and all them doing this. Clark.
What is that? That
What
clap?
is that?
It's like the claps. Like
That's the clap. That's like the soft clap. Where'd you see them do that?
I'm still seeing it.
Are you drinking already?
Yeah.
Party has started for Tyler Cameron over there. All right, Juliana, I don't know where else we can go with this. I think where I'm going to go with this is 5 years from now. Talk to me. Give me the dream. You talked about manifesting. You talked about your 5 affirmations in the morning. You want to make more on social. You want to break that 6-figure mark. You're still working. You're in Boston. You explored the dating route. You'd go on Bachelor of Paradise. You would go be the Bachelorette. Like 5 years from now, what do you think it looks like in all realms, financial, personal, professional?
I think financially, I am in a spot where I can really give back to my mom and dad. They've just like given me so much in my life. I really want to put them at ease. Maybe just like help them, pay off their mortgage, buy their cars, buy like a nice Jeep for my mom because she loves Jeeps. And my sister too, but she's like a boss, so she doesn't need my help. She's done so much for me. And I would love to own a house.
Okay. Whereabouts?
I think in Florida.
Okay. Where in Florida?
Maybe Fort Lauderdale.
Do you have a move coming soon?
Maybe.
What? Tell us. Can you break it here?
I haven't decided for sure, but my lease is up at the end of August.
Okay, and you're considering Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah. Considering
Why Fort Lauderdale?
I have some family down there,
Okay.
so being around family is just always important to me.
All
But I
right.
love Fort Lauderdale because I love sun and beaches, and
Cool.
I don't think I can do another Boston winter.
All right, Fort Lauderdale, a move is on the horizon,
Yeah.
maybe more reality TV,
Maybe.
all the things. All right, you got to leave us with one trading secret. It's specific to you. You can't learn from a professor, a textbook, or a TikTok tutorial, only through your experience. What can you leave us with?
I think that it's a good reminder to, this kind of sounds weird, but the people that deserve to be loved the least need to be loved the most.
Wow.
So be kind when people are maybe not so kind to you, because it could change their whole life.
Yeah, that's very emotionally in tune and intentional and smart.
God forbid, I'm a sensitive gangster.
Wow, you are a sensitive gangster. You are a gangster too. You definitely got gangster in you. I love it. All right,
Love that.
where
Thank
can
you.
everyone find everything Juliana? Where can they find you?
Instagram.
Okay, what's your handle?
Juliana Pasquarosa.
And your company?
And Nice Girls Label.
Nice Girls Label.
And Jules Pasquarosa on TikTok, I think.
All
I'm
right.
not really that funny, but
Juliana, maybe we'll see you back on reality TV. Maybe this business will continue to blow up. Maybe we'll talk more about your move next time or your Italian boyfriend. More to come, but thank you for being on this episode of Trading Secrets.
thanks for having me.